Hello, it's Fiona Stanton from Feast Papercraft. I am showing you a selection of products or goodies that you can make with the Halloween special October craft box. So this is the tin. You'll get 2 of these silver tins. They're quite nice size tins to be using. And I'll just show you how we're going to decorate it. So first of all, I'm just going to go over my black cardstock with an embossing buddy or an embossing pad, just to make sure it's an anti-static pad, so just to make sure that there's no grease fingerprints. Makes it a bit easier to stamp and emboss. There we go, it gives you a clearer imprint. That's that. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to do the frame. I'm going to emboss the frame. And then I'm going to do, once I've done that and die cut it out, then I will do the greeting inside. Right, just a second. Right, let that cool down. Put my embossing stuff to one side for the time being, because I'm going to do all my die cutting in once. Let that cool down and do my other die cutting. So, Blackberry Bliss, and we have the large frame for that. So let's just get that done. So like I said, you'll get 2 tins, so you'll get enough cardstock to die cut and do everything for 2 tins. There we go. And then I'm going to change it slightly. I use a different purple for the flower, but I'm actually going to use the same purple. Now don't die cut out the flower. I'll show you how I do that in a minute. So let me do my silver. So you'll get some silver cardstock, and this is what you cut the flower bits out. Take all the bits and pieces out, put that to one side. I didn't think the dark purple would show with the silver, because there was dark purple, you know, Blackberry Bliss black. So I thought if I use a lighter purple it would look better, but I actually prefer using the darker purple. I think I figured that out. So let's line this up. I also found it quite difficult to because it's black cardstock versus mark and black cardstock, and depending on where on your light source and how that is going, I found it quite difficult to judge where to put the middle greeting. So I figured that if I stamped and embossed it and cut it out first, then put the greeting in, and as long as I was careful with my heat embossing so I didn't go over what had already been embossed, heat embossed, then it would be easier and look a bit neater. So that is what I'm going to try, and we'll see if that works. Right, can never get the dies back in where they can you? So that's all the die cutting done. Okay, leave that or that. Right, so what I'll do first, I'll do the greeting. Let me just clean that and put that away. And then the greeting is, there is magic in the air. So again, I'm just going to go back over with that, that way up, because the flowers, yeah, so I got it the wrong way around the other time, I think. Oh, does it not make any difference? What do we think? So now I can judge where I'm going to put this. Now, excuse my head. Okay. There we go. And that's all the embossing done. And just let me quickly heat this up. So okay, so that's been done. And let's clean this up and get my stamps away. So this can get layered onto here with some glue. I haven't got that enough. Okay, and then with this, all I'm going to do is glue this onto the blackberry bliss and then cut around it, and that's the easiest way. I mean, you could use the self-adhesive sheets rather than glue, and give that a few minutes to set before we cut it out. And the same with this. Okay, pause. So while that's setting, let's just put this on. I'm just going to use a little bit of double-sided tape. That will probably stick it on better than glue. Try and centralize it as best I can. It's not really my skill making things central, but that will do. Or check, yeah, I did check, didn't I? Helps to make sure that you've got it. So I'm going to put the flower down here because that's where the gap is. So let me cut that out. Roughly cut it out first of all. And what I do is I just angle the scissors slightly underneath the edge, try not to catch it, and that means that I should be able to cut it a little bit underneath the edge. I don't need to be too precise, and it just means that you won't see any of the purple on the outside, one hopes. There we go, that's it. And then I'll do the same with the leaf. This was a little bit more fiddly. Try not to cut the stalk off. There we go. So then these can go So I'm going to use dimensionals again. And even these you can cut in half if you want to. Let me just see if that will. That'll be fine. And then one big one in the middle there. Okay, and then we finish off with a few gems. Where should I put the last one? The last one over here. Okay, just move this to one side. So those are the 2 tins, and yours, like I said, get enough to make 2 of them. Thank you.